So today we're dealing with democracy. We're going to be talking about democracy, and we're going to have to break it down. I will break it down into three. So today we're going to be talking about democracy and the illusion of choice, as you can see on the thumbnail. The illusion of choice in democracy. So let's start with to explain. It's like the hmm, so to start with, let's look at it from the party system. Like the party system, generally for most countries, you usually end up with one or two, or at least a very few number of major parties that end up deciding the candidates that have any hope of winning the election. So you can see that in this light, the country's options, you have a country of millions of people, and then the options that you can choose from to rule the country is limited to a very, very narrow few, three, four, five. That is not really selected by you. They select the people, then you can select from their selections. That's actually basically what happens. If it was truly a matter of choice, you could nominate, you could have someone that you notice in your office that is very honest, very straightforward, has good vision, has good plans, he has good morals, he has a love for the people, and you could nominate him. But it doesn't work like that. It doesn't work like that. He has to go through the process, he has to go through these parties, which is organized by very, very unscrupulous individuals, if you have ever met politicians in your life. Highly unscrupulous individuals that care nothing about the people or about about the people, what is best for society. All they care is about how they can keep on making ways for themselves. So whoever is going to end up ruling the country has to be filtered through this criminal organization, through this association of criminals, because they're actually criminals in very, very nice suits and in very, very high offices, because they are working against their calling, against their mandate. Because when they get there, all they do is, okay, you are this, well, you are supposed to be the governor, you're supposed to be the mayor, you're supposed to be the local government chairman, all those things. But all they end up doing is exchanging favors. That is how you rise in the political scene. It's not really about competence, it's about how much you know how to exchange favors. And these favors, of course, is to the benefit of the person in which you are exchanging the favor. It's not really to the benefit of the country or to the society. That's why you see, like in America, they always talk about lobbyists. Lobbyists for companies, big tech, big pharmaceuticals. They just give them money. And in fact, in America, they have legalized bribery and call it lobbying. It's actually just bribery, so that government officials can make laws that will favor you, but they call it lobbying. So they just keep on creating euphemisms for their crimes. So when it is a crime that people like them are not likely to commit, they label it, they give it very, very bad names. Someone takes drugs that's only harming himself. He takes in marijuana and it's a problem to himself. Okay, yes, he ends up stealing and doing things, but that is a crime that is punishable even with prison. But then these ones that are actually taking government resources, people's resources, and exchanging it amongst themselves is not even a crime, it is called lobbying. That actually is receiving bribes to make laws that will favor certain groups of society, certain minorities of society, is called lobbying. It's not called bribery, because actually bribery, but they have created a whole new name for it. So it goes whoop, under the radar. It looks like there's nothing wrong with it. Lobbyists are highly paid professionals. Call them persuaders, actually manipulators, but they just keep on creating euphemisms. So this party system and this filter which you have to go through to rise through the ranks of your party means that there's a very, very great illusion of choice. The country doesn't have choice. And then even the worst part is, apart from even not just having choice, you can only choose amongst criminals, because whoever is going to be chosen has to go through this filter. He has to go through this, is it indoctrination, this party system, this party politics. He has to play that game, and he has to become very good at playing that game, which is a very, very corrupt game of putting the interest of the politicians above the interest of the people. When when you prove that you understand that game and you are willing to play along with that with this formula, then you become approved by them. Then when you are approved by them, they now present you to the public. Then the other parties to present their own person so that they have approved to the public by the same system of lobbying and bribery and personal interests or interest of minorities over interest of the populace. When you prove that you are willing to play by those rules, then they nominate you. So now on either side, you are just dealing with criminals with maybe different philosophies or different ideologies, but at the basis, at the root, they all have the same moral bankruptcy. So you are dealing with a true illusion of choice because you have a country of millions upon millions of people, and then a few clowns that call themselves party members or party henchmen decide from these millions choose two, three, four, five. They call it, or maybe I say 10. They call it primaries. Then they filter it down to the ones that bribes the most and proves that he is most loyal to their agendas. Then they now give you end up with two or three people who have a chance of ruling the country or have a chance of ruling in any major capacity, maybe in governorship or anything. But it always has to be filtered through these people who are very, very unscrupulous individuals. So democracy is really a very, very big farce. You have been badly deceived. You do not have choice because even when you choose, you are choosing from their choices. So any which way they win. Because it's people that are already like them, people that are already willing to play by their rules, people that are already willing to play by their game. Then you have to now choose between these two people that are both going to play by these people's rules. Then because you think you go there and you have a say, okay, between these two criminals, it's still criminals. If it was really going to be democratic, where people really voted whoever, people can really vote whoever into power, then anybody can nominate anybody. Another person should really stand a chance, not that some henchmen, so some parties and whatever it is they call it, just euphemisms for just is it minority interests. The whole thing is governed by criminal-minded people. Criminal-minded people, the most unscrupulous people, because one thing about the nature of true leaders is that they are not selfish and they are not ambitious. You can take that to the bank. True leaders are not ambitious. They are visionary. They are not ambitious. I don't know. I don't think that visionary is if by the normal definition, I don't think that's the word I'm looking for. But from in the context in which I'm talking, let me explain what visionary is, what a visionary is, and what an ambitious person is. An ambitious person is all about himself. I want to be president. That's ambition. A vision. I want to be president. I want to. Even let's make it something less selfish. Let's say we'll make it say, I want to fix the country. But an ambitious person's problem is that it is I. I want to be the one to do it. I want to be the one to take that honor. I want to be the one to fix the problem for egotistical reasons. A visionary, on the other hand, doesn't think of I in that light. He wants to do it because he feels he needs to do it because he doesn't really see anybody else doing it. But at the heart of it, a visionary simply wants it done. So he wants a better country, he wants peace. Even if he won't be the one to do it, he still wants it done. And if somebody else can do it, even if he was not able to do it, he will rejoice. An ambitious person will not rejoice when somebody else does what he was been planning to do. He will feel cheated, he will feel violated. If he can, he will sabotage it, even if what he wanted to do was a good thing, and this person has done that good thing. He doesn't really care about the good thing, he cares about him taking the honor, taking the glory. A visionary cares about that good thing being done, about the problem being solved. So a visionary is more open. A visionary, if he wants to solve this problem, and then as he's going along, an assistant says, okay, see. He's like, yeah, that's good. That's even a better way to do what I was trying to do than the way I was going to do it. Let's do it that way. And he's going to give you your honor, give you your praise, give you your position. A visionary cares about the task at hand. An ambitious person cares about himself. So because of this, visionary is very easy to to, so to speak, cheat them or to exploit them, because they are more interested in the work. But ambitious people are very, very guarded about that honor and who takes the glory and who rises and who gets the promotion. So they usually end up getting the promotion, but they cannot really do the work and they don't really care about the work. But those are people that politics and democracy usually pushes forward. Ambitious people, not visionaries. Because a visionary doesn't push for position, doesn't push for honor, he pushes for the work. So he ends up being a low-level government worker. While the most useless, the most selfish clowns that have no interest for the public end up rising to the top because they will not that position is their priority. While the visionary, the work is his priority. So even when he does the work and doesn't get the credit, he will still keep on doing the work and be working in the background, but working for the betterment of society, working for to achieve that solution. A visionary doesn't care about the solution. At the end of the day, he only cares about himself, him getting the honor, him becoming somebody in society. So you have this filter that only that celebrates and rewards the ambitious and exploits the visionaries. So you have the illusion of choice because, first of all, the people you are choosing amongst are criminals. They are not the people that can actually rule the country. They're not people that actually understand leadership. The people that can actually do the work are filtered out. They are incompatible with the system. They will not go about giving bribes and lobbying and doing favors for undeserving clowns at the expense of the people. So they do not fit the mold. They are not the kind of people that these people would like. So none of these inner party members will ever vote for visionaries. They will use them, they will like them, they will employ them as assistants, but they will never give them the position. The position will always be given to people that can play the game of favors. So you have a very, very serious illusion of choice. That's what democracy is. That is level one. Tomorrow we'll go into the other. I will discuss three illusions. The illusions are so, of course, it's just superficial nonsense, but we'll discuss three primary illusions. So today we have discussed the illusion of choice. Tomorrow I'll discuss the illusion of public interest. The next tomorrow we'll discuss the illusion of voter eligibility. So tomorrow, the illusion of public interest. I'll see you then.